Hey everybody, it's Nate with Sauce Ain't the Boss here again, and today is day number 279 of quitting alcohol. You know, I was out here hiking today and I was thinking about my mental strength. And when I started this journey 279 days ago, my mental strength was garbage. I've proven to myself again and again how mentally weak I was every time I tried to quit alcohol, and I'd go back to it at the first strong craving or the first major trigger or whatever it was, you know. And so here's the challenge, right? We start off in this game of quitting alcohol so mentally weak with that particular thing. So the question is, how do you strengthen that? How do you become stronger to be able to resist the cravings and the triggers and that kind of thing? And that's where it's simply, you know, getting through the first one and proving to yourself that you can do it. And then the second one and the third one. And then through time and through success, eventually you're going to find yourself mentally stronger. And you may go through this journey and get into it for 2 months and then fail. And, you know, we can call that a failure, but it's really not. You went 2 months, right? Even if you went 1 week, you resisted 7 days worth of cravings and 7 days worth of triggers to get to a place where you've shown yourself that you can make it through 1 day, through 2 days, through a week. And so even if you fail at that point, you learned something, you got a little bit stronger, you proved to yourself that you could get through at least some cravings. And I think the magic really happens when you get through, like I've called it in many videos in the past, the 9.9 on the Richter scale craving or trigger, to where, you know, you just feel you're just within a gnat's ass of going back to alcohol, right? That was kind of the way it was when I was in Hawaii last week, you know, and I did some videos talking about how, man, it was just so hard to be in Hawaii with everybody drinking around me. And you know, as a major trigger and some cravings, and you know, I got through it though. And when you get through those big ones like that, that's when you really get mentally stronger, right? So the only way in this journey that you're going to get mentally stronger is to get through those tough days, to get through those big triggers and cravings. And I know it's easier said than done, but if you make it through one, then you know you can get through the tough ones, right? I must have had about a dozen or so of those 9.9 Richter scale cravings since I started this 279 days ago. I mean, ones where, man, I was just so close to going back. But once I got through that first 9.9, the second one was easier, and the third one was even easier. And then this last one in Hawaii, you know, it was still challenging, but it wasn't to the level some of those ones were in the beginning, right? You know, and the further along you go in this, the more you have to lose if you go back to drinking, right? So you start to realize that it's just not worth it. I'd have to start all over. I'd let everybody down on these videos. I'd wreck the relationships I'm building with my family, and my health would start going bad. And you start to see how much you gain from quitting and how much you would lose, and the further along you get. So it becomes easier and you become mentally stronger because of that. So just think about, you know, your mental strength and where it's at and where it needs to be to get through this. And the only thing that's going to get you there is putting one foot in front of the other, moving forward with this, and you know, getting through those tough days. And just look at it like this: when that 9.9 craving hits, I got through it. You can do it too, right? I'm not any specialer than you are or anything like that. You know, we get a lot of that mental mind garbage going on, that I can't do this, you know, and we're just being little babies. It's like I talked about in yesterday's video, suffering, you know, and how people are so soft anymore and can't handle a little bit of discomfort or suffering. And, you know, it's like a child with our alcohol. You know, we want our pacifier. It's like, you know, being just a little baby about it. And rather than just manning up, feeling that discomfort and getting mentally stronger. But, you know, and being mentally stronger is more than just quitting alcohol. Once you develop that, right, through this process of quitting alcohol, you start to just be an all-around stronger person with so many other areas and aspects of your life: discipline, self-control, motivation, so many other things come along with being mentally strong. And when you're mentally strong and you have discipline, you know, your spiritual side starts to grow. You find yourself having the discipline to focus on that, your spiritual walk in life. And you know, what kind of person are you being, and how are you treating others? And you know, are you setting the example to others around you, your family, and that kind of thing? So, you know, I think we all have the mental strength to do this, right? Again, I'm no different or special than any of you. I failed in the past multiple times, but every time I did, I would learn something from it. I would gain some strength, and here I am today, through all those failures, over 100 times of quitting in the past, you know, making it the longest I ever have. And like I say, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. So time to, you know, pull up the bootstraps and get through those tough days. And when you wake up those days after you've been through those 9.9 Richter scale days, you feel so good about yourself, and you have such a renewed sense of confidence and energy to move forward with this journey of quitting alcohol. And again, if you screw up, you just couldn't get through one, learn from that craving, learn from where you were weak. And you know, again, don't beat yourself up too bad, but still analyze it and go, you know, could I have made it through? Did I really have to pick up that drink? And every time I asked myself that at the end of that major craving, the answer was always no. I was just weak. I was mentally weak. I was being a big fat little bitch, you know. And so, you know, do you want to be that, or do you want to be stronger? Do you want to be on the other side of this someday? And every time we act like, you know, little babies about it, and mentally become weak and fall to temptation, we're not advancing like we could if we, you know, made the right decisions. So that's it for today, guys. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please give them a like, subscribe to the channel if you can. And most importantly, remember, sauce ain't the boss. You are. You guys have a great day.